I think cases have reached their peak. Oi, oi, oi. So, what the hell is going on with cases? First off, let's all get on the same page. What is currently dropping? The Kilowatt case, the Revolution case, the Recoil case, and the Dreams and Nightmares, along with the brand new sealed Genesis terminal package. Now, there's been rumors up in the air. I don't know if these are substantiated claims, but apparently the Genesis terminal package has a 40% drop rate. Is this true? I don't know. Yes. Okay. So allegedly these are now at 40% dropping rate, the sealed terminal Genesis package. That would then put the other four at a 60% rate. What is 60 divided by 4? 15% each. So that's a 15% chance to get a Kilowatt case, 15% chance to get a Revolution case, Recoil, and Dreams and Nightmares every single week. So Valve is even sitting there in their tower and changing the odds to be more ever present with getting the terminal Genesis package. Hey, have you heard that skins make you play the game better? Try Skins Monkey, a trading site where you can instantly trade skins safely and easily. Pick your skins, explore thousands of available items, and then trade to get new ones right away. And if it's your first time, you could use code ARROW to get up to $5 for free on your first trade. And if you want to buy skins, with code ARROW, you'll get an extra 5% on top of the 30% deposit bonus every time. That's, let me get a calc, 35% more skins. They also have daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways, so use code ARROW to trade out your old skins and buy new ones. Link is in the description. By the way, in my mind, I'm kind of thinking Valve has already determined and set in stone that they're going to be adding 5 terminal packages. And there will always be 5 actively different dropping terminal packages just in the game. I think they are killing cases. All cases will be killed from the active dropping pool. And then the only way to get the new cases will be through the gallery. Why? Well, I mean, they already are starting it. They're already priming up to it with the sealed terminal Genesis package. So it looks like that's what they're positioning towards. Second off, they know that botting is a problem. So they're trying to kill that, making it a little bit less profitable. So you have to pay for the case that you're getting as at the end of your botting. And then if you get the sealed terminal Genesis package, it will probably go down to 20 cents or 30 cents eventually. So it just makes farming cases a whole lot less profitable for the botters, which I do think is good for Valve to, you know, maybe stop there being so much reward for botting and killing their servers, because they're the ones who have to pay for that. The Valve servers are the ones who have to pay for that, you know, the Valve devs. Third reason why I think that we're only going to be getting terminal Genesis packages. Third reason I think we're getting sealed terminal Genesis packages. 5 of them. It looks a whole lot less better. It looks a whole lot better to regulators of games like this if the thing that you're gambling for isn't really a gamble, where you're opening it for free and then you get to choose if you want to buy it, rather than a case where you are getting a completely random item and then also you're getting a gold, a bonus, just like you would get from a slot. That looks a lot worse to a regulator who might come through and be like, oh my god, what is going on here? This is what my kids are playing? So from Valve's POV, it's better if they're dropping people more commonly a terminal package, which you can choose to buy a skin out of, rather than randomly getting dropped a skin out of. But they're just slowly going to be replacing these with the terminal Genesis packages. Now, what are the implications of this? Well, assuming that it's only going to be terminal Genesis packages, which I really do think so, that is going to make it so every single dropping case, dreams, etc., 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 these will only be dropped through the rare drop pool. So everything that you see here, all 35 cases, will only be accessible through the rare drop pool, from the CSGO weapon case all the way up to the Kilowatt case. And in my mind, people might not be thinking about it yet, because it's kind of like 2 years out, assuming that they're going to do every 6 months, 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 remove one, remove one, remove one. That means 2 years out, 2.5 years out from now, then we will finally have no weekly dropping cases, except for these ones that are a 1 in 100 chance. It's a 1% chance to get something dropped from the rare case pool. So that would mean If you wanted to get a snakebite case as a drop, it's a 1 in... I think it'll be a 1 in 4,000 chance by the time that the kilowatt case is out. A 1 in 4,000 chance, maybe even a little bit rarer than that, because this doesn't factor in the sticker capsule 1 or the sticker capsule 2, because those are also in the same drop pool as these cases. So it'll be a 1 in 4,200 chance. So 1 every 4,200 weeks, by the way. That's 80 years. So once in your life, you will get dropped a snakebite. Once in your life, you will get dropped a Chroma 3 case. Once in your life, you will get dropped a weapon case 1. If you're playing this game every week for the next 80 years. And the thing that I'm the most confused about, and I'm sure we can, speculate about this, but I just don't have the right answer. I don't know what the real answer is. We know that these cases are going to get removed at some point. We know that these cases are only going to get rarer and rarer to get as drops. And we know that the only case we're going to be able to mass unbox pretty soon are only going to be the armory cases. Like, we're not going to be able to get fracture cases for free anymore. I mean, we already can't. We're not going to be able to get recoil cases for practically free anymore, because they're just going to be removed. They're not going to be 50 cents anymore. They're probably going to be $1 as soon as they're removed. Same with Revolution. Same with Kilowatt. Fracture is already on its way up to $1. Same with the Snakebite. It's already on its way up to $1. I mean, Dreams and Nightmares, once that's removed, $5 probably. Now, we know this. We know that the case market is about to be cooked. And then imagine they remove the fever case. They add in a new case. Ask. Very bad. Bad golds. Bad knives. Bad reds. Bad pinks. Nobody likes the case. Nobody's going to want to be opening that case. We're going to be looking back for the cases that will be removed. I mean, let's say that this new armory case that's really bad gets added in a year. And by that point, we already have the recoil case gone, the Dreams and Nightmares case gone. Then there's only 2 actively dropping cases. Kilowatt, Revolution. People don't want to unbox those, maybe. Also not great golds. Where do people run? Bro, I swear the implication of this is that people will go back to the basics. They will go back to the OG cases. They will go back to the Horizons. Talon Knife. They will go back to the Prisma. Doppler Talon Knife. They will go back to the glove case. The Chroma case. Wow, Doppler Karambit. That's awesome. They will go back to the breakout case. Oh my god. And you might have this thought right now, which I would agree with. Okay, so this is as clear as day that they're trying to remove cases from the active drop pool and make it only so you have to buy the case from the armory. There will only be like 1 or 2 cases at max from the armory. What if they're both bad? And I'm sure I'm not the only one coming to this conclusion. So you would think, okay, we're all able to see as clear as day what Valve is planning to do here. So let me go look at the market and see that these OG cases are starting to go up in value, right? Winter Offensive case, crazy reds. Operation Breakout, crazy gold. Shadow case, very good golds. Let's see what's going on with the price. Breakout case, probably higher than ever in price. And flunk. They are down $4. Even since the Terminal Genesis got announced and added into the game, and this line of thinking is as clear as day, they are down by $4 a pop. Okay, maybe it's just the breakout case. Glove case. Okay, that's probably going to be better. It's one of the most beloved cases in the games. In the game, great golds. Let's see what's going on with the price, and it's down. Went from $18 all the way down to $15. What? We know what's going to happen. We can see the future here of these older cases being all that we got maybe at some point. Okay, I mean, maybe Shadow Case? I actually don't know about Shadow Case. I haven't checked this. Let's see if it's up or down. Staying stagnant. Kind of went up for a sec. Now staying stagnant. Falchion Case. Falchion Case. Again, 1 in 4,000 chance to get this as a drop. This up or down? Going down. Bravo Case. Let's check that one. Up or down? One of the oldest cases in the game. The 3rd case ever added into the game. It's down. It's down. Now there's a couple exceptions. Let's see Hydra Case. Hydra. I would say the exception here is because the pump of the M4A4 supersedes the Sorry, not the M4A4. Yes, the M4A4. The op and the M4A4 and the Galil, that supersedes the dump of cases. So you're going to see this price and be a little bit shocked if you haven't seen it already. Hydra cases went from $30 to $44 in less than a month. But I think this is just because of what's going on with the Hellfire right now. Hellfires are $1,000 in factory new. It's a little different for that. It's a little different for that. But then again, let's look at the Snakebite case. Snakebite. This one has the living color. That thing is up massively. It is $400. The Snakebite case right now, 81 cents. It's going down. Guys, I have been looking at these case prices every day since the Terminal Genesis got added into the game. I haven't been able to make any sense of it. We know at some point Dreams and Nightmares will be removed. It is down from July. We know that the recoil case is going to be removed. It's actually kind of going up. Okay, that is the only thing that's made sense so far. Recoil case is starting to go up. Spectrum case. Let's check Gamma case as well. Spectrum case, great golds, some of the best golds. Butterfly Knife Sapphire, Butterfly Knife Ruby. Some of the most expensive golds in the game. It is down from $5 at the start of the month to $4. Down 25%. 20%. Let's see Gamma case. From $5 to almost $4. Maybe too many bot farmers. I don't think that's it. Because just the other day, Valve banned a lot of bot farmers and destroyed a lot of farms. And I think that's actually what destroyed a ton of stars and made these new charms and stickers way rarer. And I think that's part of the reason why those new stickers and whatnot have become so expensive. And the new charms, because a lot of the people who were farming stars got banned. Let me see if I can find the tweet here. Here. The cleanup before the new collection drops. Explanation. Someone prepares 15,000 stars and then got banned. This guy right here. So, like, I think Valve has actually started cutting down on the bot farmers. If I go into a deathmatch lobby right now, I'll probably find a bot farmer, right? I'm not denying that. But it does seem like Valve has been trying to destroy some of the bots. So, I don't know if that's like fully a good take to say, oh, it's because there's more bots than ever. There probably are. But I think Valve is doing a better job than ever now trying to kill them. Because they know how important it is to start killing them. Maybe I'm coping there. Let me rewind that take. Let me do it from a different POV. Spectrum case 2s. Right now, we have the Fever case in the Armory. Probably going to be the most hyped case over the next 5 years. One of the most hyped cases. A lot of farmers are getting on, turning on their bot farms, and they're farming stars. As a result, a lot of them are getting cases, a lot of them are getting drops, and now they're selling them. A lot of these bots, not people, are getting Spectrum cases as drops. Now they're selling them. They're getting their stars, and they're getting their cases. And because a lot of people are opening the Fever case rather than the Spectrum cases or the Gamma cases, it's the perfect storm of farmers coming in and farming the Gamma cases more than ever, farming the Spectrum cases more than ever, listing them on the Steam community market, and people don't even care because the Fever case is live. So, all of these roads sort of lead back home. They lead back to Rome. Once these dropping cases that I mentioned at the beginning get removed, more people are going to be looking for cases to open than ever, because they're not going to have these easily spammable ones. Once the Fever case is removed and replaced with another case, if that one's bad, again, it leads us back home to the OG cases, the ones that people have been neglecting for a while, like the last month or 2 months. We're gonna see these dissipate. We're gonna see Armory cases come in and out, and then I think that these eventually will regain the crown as the best cases. In my opinion, this is a crazy assumption. In my opinion, I think that these old cases that have been going down over the past month are probably going to have their heyday yet again. I don't know how long that will take, because the Fever case is still king. But it feels like they're way too cheap right now. That's my whole point, and that's what I'm trying to get after. If you disagree, let me know why. Do you think that these old cases will continue to go down in price? Make sure to subscribe.